I don't think Matt2King plays Mewtwo. Oh, maybe he does play Mewtwo. Oh my gosh, this is new.
This is going to be interesting, to the least say the least in this.
All right, so of course she's got to charge up those needles. So this whole first minute, right, they're going to feel each other out because I don't think Talon really knows the Mewtwo-King matchup.
Like, out of all honesty, do you think anybody actually knows the Mewtwo matchup?
Well, so Mewtwo had these buffs in the last patch, right? So he's a bit faster. He's still really heavy. I wouldn't use that neutral there. Oh, there's the Sheik string. But so Mewtwo has this really cool thing where he can actually combo really well. He's just so flighty. And I think against Sheik that might not actually be as bad as it typically sounds. Because even though Sheik likes to string combos, if you're light, you can usually have a better chance of getting out of them at a little bit of a higher percent, where most other characters would have more of a difficulty.
True. Like specifically with Mewtwo and basically any floaty characters in general, I've actually seen people, you know, be so floaty that they end up like causing an up air or going too far off stage and accidentally SDing themselves, and oh, that was almost a stock.
Oh, almost, but man, Sheik will always make it back, and Talon just has this beautiful movement, right, when he's off the stage. He always finds the most unique ways to make sure he can get back on stage. So man, this Mewtwo is putting on a lot of pressure. Like, he's throwing all of these orbs, but they're just not doing any work for him. But they are keeping Sheik back, yeah, so it's great stage pressure.
Yeah, traditionally you would see Sheik.
Oh man, a fair kills. Dude, Mewtwo, he's just not having any of it.
It's like 9% of the time you would actually see Sheik in the opposite side of this and actually be the one putting on the pressure.
Absolutely, especially since Talon's such a high rank. Oh. See, he expected the get-up attack, and he was hoping the invincibility frames would hold on to it. It just didn't happen.
Once you think you have Mewtwo actually going towards...
Oh, there's that Nair finally doing work.
Man. Those needles are actually reaching that far.
Oh, yeah. See, Talon keeps trying to bait these air moves, right? But Matt2King, he just knows better. Even with Mewtwo, man, he has all these options to get out of any aerial attack. Ooh.
Unfortunately for Talon, he's trying to go for those down throws and actually combo into something.
Right, but Mewtwo is just so flighty, man. He's at 120%. Like, what can you do about that?
Yeah, but you went for it twice, and one would think, like, after the first one, when he completely whiffed on the potential combo, that, you know, he would actually say, okay, this isn't working, it's time to try something else instead of going for that second down grab.
Right, right. You know, I really wouldn't be surprised if we see Talon make a switch. I know he's a Sheik main, but this is just not going in his favor, and he's had all this match to feel Mewtwo out, and he just can't find any ways to keep him off the stage. All the normal things that would work for Sheik as far as stage pressure doesn't happen, and the up throw kills the 2-stock on Talon, man. That's crazy.
Now let's see if they go into a switch, or they're just going right back into it.
I really think Talon needs to make a switch here. Like, if Matt2King stays Mewtwo-King, I don't Mewtwo-King. If he stays Mewtwo, oh man.
This is going to be one of the hardest game 2s I've seen all day.
This is rough. I don't think anybody expected a 2-stock, but the amount of options for Sheik to jump around on now might actually make this a bit more in her favor. Because these first 50%, right? The first 50% on the Mewtwo won't be too difficult for Sheik. It's actually getting the kill on this flighty Mewtwo that's going to be the problem. Oh man, that tail just goes so far on that down tilt.
I'm actually kind of surprised though. It's like it has the range, but it's like I've never actually seen the tail used to its full potential like it is here. So trying to poke away, and it's like, if I recall correctly, the tail has the most potential damage.
I'm not sure about that.
The very tip of it though.
It just seems like a good chunk of it is basically the length of a sword, you know. And that seems to be really working in his favor. And these forward airs, man, he just keeps hitting these forward airs. We've got to see Talon punish these neutral airs that Mewtwo keeps throwing out. But there's just no in lag on it, man.
Yeah.
That was a good bouncing fish. He made
go and chase after him. Oh, and he gets it,
man.
And make recovery.
Ooh. You know, you knew Sheik would make it back, but I didn't think that would even that would hurt Mewtwo.
I seriously thought that he was going to just bite it, but he had enough reach on the.
And suddenly, what we saw from the first game is absolutely turned around.
Ooh.
A good, like 18% almost off of that Nair.
And another 11 on top of that.
Like Mewtwo-King over there with a fishing pole.
Just trying to catch himself a Sheik. Using the platforms.
I gotta say, now we're seeing Sheik being able to get these fairs out. Oh, but jumping right into the nairs. You gotta be careful. I gotta say, I haven't seen a Mewtwo with this much mobility, even on For Glory, really. Like, Matt2King is making this work, and I don't think anybody expected this character pick from him.
Yeah, it's really,
she can't even do these normal combos that she does out of grab throws because Mewtwo is just so light.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking, though, because this is the first time I've actually seen Mewtwo here. It's like I've seen everything else under the sun, but...
read that bouncing fish, too.
Oh, wow. What?
Yeah, yeah. Even after Nair, you still have mobility options. See, he's finally making use of all the moves that Mewtwo has that do cause in lag. So every time he's throwing out those balls, he's doing his best to be able to get forward, either with a bouncing fish or some form of damage, to be able to capitalize in the few areas that he's able to. Just dropping those shields. So that fully charged ball could end Sheik's first stock, but he's got to be... Talon's got to be feeling pretty confident right now.
Yeah, he's got almost... Oh, he did have about a 50% stock lead.
No, okay. Well, you know, that's still 130 extra credit for the Sheik, man. Like, he already passed the test. Now he just got to turn it in.
It's just free right now. Like, even if he just barely pokes him, Mewtwo's going to go flying for the knockout.
Oh, man. I was about to say we're about to see all these safe options from Sheik to make sure that she can just guarantee the kill. But that ball.
Jeez.
Ooh, and the Nair, man. Matt2King just making all the smart decisions.
Oh, and Talon's just racking up the damage. He just can't figure out how to end the stock and the game.
Even after... Oh, man. Okay,
Shields up with the down grab.
And Sheik just can't fight off.
Oh, wow.
Finally pays off. We're going to game 3, boys. Okay, so this will be interesting. So now Matt2King has the option of a counter pick, so he may not stay Mewtwo. But we saw he was able to pull it off, get that kill, come back, and he did a lot of damage. If he had one smash attack or maybe a good fair off the ledge, he could have had that kill.
If I was Matt2King in this situation, I would definitely change. Because
I don't know, because, you know, that whole first match, Talon was trying to feel him out, and it just wasn't happening. In the second match, it was a bit close. Now, Sheik did all that, and they're staying still. I'm really surprised Matt2King has a relatively healthy pocket to pull characters from. Do you ever notice Mewtwo's tails just looks so weird? It looks like he's got a cup, and it just turns into a tail.
And every year on February 16th, people celebrate the day of his birth at this point. Yes, hashtag Twitch is a nerd.
Oh, see, Talon already knows Delfina to a T. He knew exactly when to drop. Oh, man, Matt2King's going to stale out that Nair really quickly.
30 seconds into the match, and they're almost equal in damage. Sheik just barely pulling away out of it.
So I got to say, like, even through the faults of the first match, Talon is consistently charging needles this round. He wants to make sure he's got some form to pressure Mewtwo when he's far away. A good dash attack.
73-55 with a minute gone left. Minute gone in the match, excuse me.
I gotta say, this is just one very intense match, and I say that as everyone just stands still. So the neat thing about Delfino is these sides are actually really huge, and it's not until the platforms come up that you have a lot of, or a very low ceiling, and we'll definitely try to see Talon making a grab and then throwing upwards, and hopefully getting a nice up air. Ooh. The bouncing fish hits nothing. It's really interesting that Talon's like letting Matt2King stand off to the side and charge up these orbs.
Yeah, like in a situation like this, I would just keep applying the pressure. Talon's just like...
This is such a risky way to... Oh my gosh.
Hold you!
Man, you know, Matt2King was waiting there. He was hoping that Talon would finally walk over and he could do an up smash, but it just wasn't happening.
Now at this point, Mewtwo-King's got free damage. Matt2King, excuse me, has free damage on Talon. Usually anything here.
No, Talon has free damage. Talon's still in his second stock.
Oh, it's reversed on the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Talon is the Sheik player.
Okay. Sorry for anyone that's confusing watching the stream at this point.
Okay, so Right now, we're going to have to see Matt2King playing very defensive. We're going to still be consistently seeing a lot of nairs, and we're going to see a lot of projectile spam, so you can either run forward and get a grab or maybe a fair. Oh, man. Seems like Matt2King staying Mewtwo might not have been the best decision.
It's like...
it was a good recovery, too. He knew exactly how high he needed to go to make sure he didn't fall through that ledge.
It's like I was saying before the game even started, I was, you know, in my given situation, I wouldn't, you know, I had so much trouble in game 1. I had him downloading game 2, and there's a stock for Talon.
The balls finally pay off. The Talon's, Talon's got 100% on him.
Just poke him.
But we've seen Mewtwo, and we saw in game 1, he can make that damage work. He doesn't need a lot of percent to be able to throw in these combos. He just needs a couple hard reads.
Matt2King's just trying to figure out how to apply the damage, and he's just...
And you see Talon's not even trying to bother fighting him off stage now. Oh, but the up smash will take it. Man, that was a rough match. I'm glad I decided to commentate this one. That was exciting. And even though Matt2King didn't make it out with the Mewtwo pick, we saw that he does have a solid Mewtwo.
Oh, yeah, it's like...
And he took that against the #2 player in Memphis. You know, that's crazy.
I was not aware. I was not aware he was #2.
Yeah.